Hello, AFramers. So I've got a great new update that I wanted to share with you today, and it involves all of the templates, and it gives you the ability to specify which template entries should be applied depending on what side of the transaction you're on, either seller, buyer, or dual-sided transaction. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to go to the admin area, and then we're going to hit templates. And then this is where you can obviously edit all of the templates in your account. And the templates which we're going to discuss today are the attachment templates, the transaction date templates, and the task templates. Now, before I jump into this, I will say that if you have templates already set up, this new feature is not going to require that you change anything. You can certainly continue using templates as you have in the past. But this new setup will give you a little more flexibility and will allow you to sort of combine templates so you don't have so many templates running around to keep track of. This is especially helpful now that we have dual-sided transactions where a lot of times you're combining templates and then removing duplicates. So let me just kind of show you how this would work. Okay, I'm looking at the task templates, and I'll show you this new template that we've created called Under Contract. You'll notice in the past we still have our old templates here, buyer under contract and seller under contract. We've essentially combined these into one template called Under Contract. And you'll notice now when you look at a template and you're looking at all the entries that you'll see these SBD icons. And essentially what this means is, should this particular entry be applied when we're on the sell side, the buy side, or the dual sided transaction? And you can simply unclick these or toggle them on or off. So for example, if this one should apply to everything, we'll just leave all of them selected. You'll notice down here, update the MLS status. Well, we pretty much only need to do that when we represent the seller or both sides, and that's why the buyer has been unchecked here. And so you'll see as you go through these templates, a number of these are on the buy side, a number of them are on the sell side, and all of them are pretty much on the dual side, but there's nothing that prohibits you from saying, I only want this on the seller or buyer, and if it's dual sided, I do not want it to be applied. So this new sort of logical sort of rules that allow you to apply each of these individual entries to a transaction, I think will add a lot of flexibility and hopefully let you combine a number of templates into one to keep your template numbers down. The same is true for transaction dates. If I click on a transaction date template area, I still have the S, B, and D icons, and they work just the same way. And as well as attachments. So you no longer have to do under buyer or under contract buyer or seller. You can simply come in here and combine these templates. Now, if you have the old templates and you want to combine templates together to save you a ton of work, what we would recommend is, let's say perhaps we want to combine the under contract buyer and the under contract seller into one. We can simply click both of those, go to the actions and click combine. And then it's going to ask us what do we want to name this. I'll just call it generic under contract, and then we'll just store it in the no folder so it's up on top. And you'll see that that now has created a new template, which we can click into. And here's where we can start to check off which ones we want. And if we have any duplicates, we could simply select some of the duplicates and go ahead and delete those. And so this is a quick way for you to migrate potentially to this new feature set. But like I mentioned before, you don't have to change a thing. You can keep all of the templates as you have them and continue to do your workflows as you always have. Let's show you how you can apply these, and I'll show you how they sort of work. So I'm going to go ahead and do the task under contract template where it's got a number of these already set up. And if I click on a transaction, if I come in, you'll notice that the seller, we're on the seller side here. That's obviously important. And so when I come into tasks and I say use template, when I check the under contract template, I can either review or apply it. It's pretty much the same thing. But when I apply, all the items that will have been applied only apply to the seller side of the transaction. So that is how this new feature works. All right, I hope this is helpful to many of you. If you have questions, as always, email us at support@aframesoftware.com. Thanks.